Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Jerome Strickland channel. We're glad to have you back. Glad to sense your presence. Glad to feel you in the place tonight. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I hope all is well with you. Hope all is good with you tonight. I just want to meet up with you tonight and talk about some things. To talk about some things in life. Something that will hopefully help you get through this life. You know, this life is a journey. This life is a test. This life is an experience. This life is a movie. And you are the star of that movie. Yes. You are the producer. You are the director. And you are the actor in that movie. And here's one more thing. You are also the spectator of the movie or the play, whichever way you want to look at it. This is your life. And you decide how the movie or the play goes. You decide how it begins. You decide the middle. And yes, you even decide the end. Don't let anyone else decide that for you. This is your movie. This is your production. You decide. With that in the atmosphere, I want to say first of all, I know some of you probably are irritated with the way I talk. I know my audio is not the best in the world. And I know that I probably sniff and snort and probably sound like a pig or whatever. I ask you, first I say I apologize for that. But I ask you, and I'm trying to improve on my audio and my video quality. So I ask y'all to bear with me. But for right now, I simply ask you to look past all the sniffing and the snorting, even the poor quality of audio and video, and really hear the message. Because that's what this is really about. I'm not trying to impress anyone with my voice. I'm not trying to impress anyone with my video. I'm not trying to impress anyone with super great sound quality, but I know it's good. I know it's a good thing to have. And so I am working on it. Any of you, if you have any suggestions, if you know any audio programs or any type of advice you can give me, I'm open to that. We're all family here. And I thank you for your constructive criticism. I can tell the ones that mean well, and I can tell the ones that mean harm. So I thank you for your constructive criticism. And I do plan to make these videos better. With that being said, let's get on with the subject matter. Today I want to talk to y'all about the LMA philosophy. The LMA philosophy. What is it? What is the LMA philosophy? And why you should be practicing it every day. The LMA philosophy. You want to know what that is? It is the leave me alone philosophy. Now, at the risk of you hearing this and taking it the wrong way, please give me a minute to explain what the LMA, the leave me alone philosophy is. You know, we are living in a world full of all kinds of frequencies and vibrations. We are living in a world with all kinds of personalities, all kinds of different things getting thrown at us. And sometimes you have to get by yourself. Sometimes you have to steal away. You see, because stealing away and being by yourself, that is where your strength lies. That is where your help lies. That is where your regeneration lies. You're dealing with all kinds of different spirits, all kinds of different vibrations, all kinds of situations trying to extract emotion out of you. Yes, this matrix system is trying to extract emotion out of you. And you have to steal away and get by yourself and go within and meet God, the Heavenly Father, the inner God, and regenerate yourself. And so when you get by yourself, have you ever noticed that's when your phone rings? That's when you get texts? That's when you got people wanting you to do something for them? But you got to, sometimes you got to say, I just want to be alone. So leave me alone just for this moment. So you got, that's sometimes in your day or in your week where you have to just tell everybody, just give me an hour. Just give me 45 minutes. Just give me an hour and a half. Just leave me alone for a little while. And let me gather my thoughts. Let me go in my heart. Let me pray. Let me vibrate. Let me regenerate. In other words, I want to be left alone for a little while. I don't mean to sound like I'm being antisocial. I don't want to seem like I'm being funny. But it's good to be left alone for a little while. You don't have to stay like that. But I want to give this message to all the light beings. Take time to get by yourself and reflect and regenerate and meditate and just be to yourself. That is what strengthens you. When you constantly around people, when you constantly plugged into the matrix, it literally drains your energy. You got energetic vampires trying to drain your energy. You got systems and circumstances trying to extract some kind of emotion out of you constantly. Something is constantly trying to extract some kind of negative emotion out of you. And you just need to get away for a little while and talk to God. Talk to the God within. Think thoughts to yourself. Pay attention to your thoughts. Recognize your thoughts with no judgment, no self-doubt, no putting yourself down. The world does that enough. You need to get by yourself to pick yourself back up again. It is the leave me alone philosophy. It doesn't have to be a lifestyle. It could be just for a moment. Please, everybody, just leave me alone for a little while. And when I come back, I'm sure I'll be a better person. I'm sure I'll be regenerated. I'm sure I'll be happier. I'm sure I'll be in a better mood. We all must adopt this philosophy, because if you don't, this world, these vibrations, these energetic vampires will literally drive you insane. You have to get by yourself sometimes and go within and be silent and be still. Find a place, preferably out in nature. It could be inside your car. It could be in a closet. It could be in a patch of woods. It could be at a park. But I want to encourage all the light beings. Get by yourself sometimes. And just get left alone for a little while. You need that. And see, you need to go deep inside yourself. Go as deep inside of yourself as you can. However long it takes, go deep within inside of yourself and meet the real you with no judgment, no criticism, no pain, just you spending time with you. Light beings, you need that to regenerate your battery. See, when you get by yourself, it's not just enough to be by yourself. You have to go deep within, however long it takes. Speak to the universe. Speak affirmations while you're there. And just think deep thoughts. Reflect on things in your life. Reflect on where you want to go. Reflect on your vision. Reflect on your goals. Reflect on who you are and who you want to be. This is a time to be honest with yourself. This is a time to be open with yourself. This is a time to be your own best friend. You know, we're all looking for somebody else to go to the deep places with us. And in this day and age, that's hard to find for some people. For some men, it's hard to find that woman that's willing to go to a deep place with you. And I guess for some women, it's the same. So, you have to get by yourself. And for a brief moment in time, you have to say, leave me alone. I don't mean to be mean. I don't mean to be funny. I just want to be left alone. And when I come back, I'm sure I'll be a better person. You see, this matrix is just like an outlet. When you're in this matrix, you are literally plugged in mentally. You are literally plugged in physically. You are literally plugged in vibrationally. And just like an outlet, just like a machine or a computer or a phone or anything that's plugged into an outlet, it drains the energy of that outlet. It's pulling energy from that outlet. And that's the same way this matrix is pulling energy from you. It is draining you. This is why some days you feel exhausted. You don't necessarily feel physically exhausted, but you feel spiritually exhausted. You're tired. You're tired of the spiritual warfare. You're tired of the mind warfare. You're tired of the mind games. You're tired of the games that people play. You're tired of the frustration. You're tired of losing the battle. You're not losing the battle. You're winning the battle because you are still in the fight. You only lose the battle when you give up and get out of the fight. You see, it's one thing to lose the battle, and it's entirely another thing to lose the war. So stay in the battle because the war is not over. And so you need some time to rewire yourself and regenerate yourself from all the negativity from the television, from the phone, from other people's voices, from your own thoughts. Negativity, negativity, negativity. You need the LMA philosophy that says I need to get away. And I need for everybody. I need for my husband or my wife. I need for my children. I need for my co-workers. I need for my family and friends. I need for my boss. For this brief moment in time, just leave me alone. I need some time alone. Adopt this philosophy. The philosophy is, whether it be every day, every couple of days, 3 times a week, take some time to just get by yourself and go deep within. Unplug from the matrix. You see, people will try to interfere with your life, interfere with your quiet time, situations and things will try to interfere with your quiet time, but you must hold it to the utmost importance to take time to get by yourself. Don't let the interferences stop you. You need this like a fish needs water. You need this. You need to get by yourself. Yes. You need this like a bird needs the air under his wings to fly upon. So don't let the distractions, don't let the interferences of other people and other things stop you from doing this. The LMA philosophy. Just leave me alone. And see, doing this gives you time to clear your head. Doing this gives you time to calm down. Doing this gives time for the good ideas to come to you. You see, you wonder why you haven't had any good ideas? It's because you haven't spent time alone. This is where you learn things from the Akash, from yourself. This is where you get the good ideas. This is where you get the enlightenment. Some of the smartest people like Einstein and Nikola Tesla and all of these type of people, they would steal away and have some time alone. And that's when the good ideas will come to them. That's when the enlightenment will come to them. That's when the light bulb goes off. When you unplug from the matrix and plug into yourself, that's when the real light bulb goes off. I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight. Just want to give y'all a little information to help your life. And see, one thing that will help you also is intermittent fasting. Try this. When you get by yourself, don't eat. Push the plate away. Push the plate away for at least 8 to 12 hours. As you still away, fast. As you fast and you go without eating, and just drink maybe some nice spring water. Cut back or don't eat sugars. Definitely don't eat meat. Even fruits and vegetables. You don't have to starve yourself. Just while you're still in the way, push the food away. Do intermittent fasting while you're by yourself. And it will literally take you to another level. Fast. People don't fast anymore. It's not a religious thing. Fasting is a spiritual thing. The religious people just stole it. But fasting helps your spirit man. Without stuffing your face with food all day with cake and hamburgers and french fries and ice cream. Push that stuff away and get away and be by yourself. Yes, you would be surprised how deep you can go when you push that plate away. And go a little while without eating. And do intermittent fasting. Just fast. You decide. You can fast for a whole day. You can fast for a half a day. You can fast for 3 days. And watch the enlightenment. Watch your spirit man come alive. Yes. Push that plate away for a little while. And get by yourself. Don't worry about the hunger pains. Once you get deep in the spirit, and once the spirit rises up in you, you won't even be hungry. You won't even be thinking about food. Because the real you will rise up. The real you that doesn't need food. The real you doesn't need a pat on the back. The real you that is without ego. That will come to the surface. And the egoic man, the flesh, will be suppressed. And it will have to sit down. And it will make you stronger spiritually. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more points. Then I'm going to let y'all have your day back. You see, speaking of the ego, we live in such a competitive world. We live in such a world where they got you thinking of lack. They got you thinking everything's not enough. And your egoic mind is running all the time. Getting by yourself helps you cut loose of the egoic mind. And see, if there's one place in the world where you can be yourself, that is when you are with yourself. See, you can't be yourself with anybody else all the time. See, you can't be your complete self when you're with your wife. You can't be your complete self when you're with your best friends or your husband. You can kind of be yourself, but the only time you can truly be yourself is when you are with yourself, when you are all alone with yourself. And it helps you detach from the egoic mind. And when you come back after fasting and detaching from the egoic mind, Your spirit man, your spirit man, your spirit man will be so powerful, so strong. That's what it's all about. Building up the spirit man and cutting loose of this egoic mind and this flesh that craves food and sex and a pat on the back. It craves attention. It craves all kinds of things that go against your spirit. But when you get by yourself and you say, leave me alone for a little while, you can suppress that. And then you can resurrect your spirit man. Yes. I'm going to make one more point here today. You see, when you go back into the world from doing this, you will be regenerated. You will be full of life. You will be so much smarter. You will be able to handle all of the negative frequencies, all of the things trying to pull negative emotions out of you. You will be able to look it in the face, and it won't bother you. It won't hurt you. It won't depress you. It won't frustrate you. Because your spirit man is running the show. Not your egoic man. But your spirit man is running the show. And that's what you want. Your spirit man. You want to be in the spirit as much as possible. Now I know your egoic man, your flesh man, would always try to rise up. But if you want to have your spirit man be the dominant force in your life, you must adopt the LMA philosophy, the leave me alone philosophy, just for a moment. See, it helps you with the pain of life. It helps you with the emotional pain of life. It helps you deal with emotions. See, some people have a hard time dealing with their emotions. And it's very difficult dealing with the emotion of anger, dealing with the emotion of jealousy. We all get angry. We all get jealous. We all get frustrated. We all feel sad. We all feel victimized. But the only way you can deal with these emotions is if you adopt the LMA philosophy just for a moment and say, leave me alone. Just leave me alone for a moment and let me get it together. Yes. Well, that's my video for tonight. I just want to tell y'all about the LMA philosophy. Yes. Take time to get by yourself. Take time to push that plate away and fast and spend some time with you and allow your spirit man and allow yourself to deal with emotions, and it will make you a so much better person. Yes. Well, that's my video tonight. Look for another video coming soon. And remember to adopt the LMA philosophy. It will help your life. This is Jerome Strickland. I'll see you next time. God bless.